What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks NBA player props video, breaking it down. I'm going to be giving you guys 5 picks to get you win some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, guys, if you do enjoy this content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. And we are 2 videos in a row now going 5-0, guys. 5-0 again. Last night, we went with the Jalen Green over 25.5 points. Kevin Porter Jr. over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Aaron Gordon over points, rebounds, assists. Nikola Jokic rebounds. Rudy Gobert rebounds. You see the results 5-0. Once again, that is 2 5-0 picks right in a row. And we're on an 18-2 run. So looking to keep it going tonight as always. If you want some money, leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. Show your support, and if you're looking to, look into my other content, I would highly recommend it. I do offer a premium content package with all my core plays for my Prizepicks picks every day. I also will be rolling out an MLB package. I have an NBA, MLB, and I will be rolling it out for DraftKings, FanDuel, and Prizepicks. If you haven't checked that out, that's patreon.com/KJK_DFS. That's linked below in the description. We got a merch shop as well, KJKDFSmerch.com, if you want to check that out. And without further ado, guys, lastly, if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJKDFS. Receive an instant match deposit up to $100. Get some of that free money. Start locking in these picks. Start winning some money today. And a shout out to my current Patreon members. A shout out to my current KJK DFS fan clubs as well. You can join the KJK DFS fan club. Get that emojis and get the priority in the comments by clicking the join button down below. So thank you guys for all the support. It really does mean a lot. We've been on a roll, and let's keep it going. Let's go game by game here. As always, we're going to start in the Brooklyn Nets New York Knicks game. This game comes in with a 229 over-under. This is a nationally televised game over here on ESPN tonight at 7:30. And right off the bat, a spot that I'm going to be liking targeting is going to be Mr. RJ Barrett. Prizepicks has his line set over here at 24.5 points. I think that is too low. There is no more Julius Randle in the equation for the New York Knicks right now. That automatically is going to increase RJ Barrett's shot volume. Over the last 3, you can see 17, 18, 20 shots, 24 shots the time before. He's getting to the free throw line, 6 for 7, 6 for 8, 3 for 4, 6 for 8 from the free throw line. He's knocking down the 3 ball. He's really doing it all from a scoring aspect. I'm not too fond of targeting his peripherals, so it's definitely the scoring that I want to be targeting tonight. And I think this line is simply too low. Over 24.5 points, nationally televised game in the Garden. I think he's going to want to show out. The Knicks are out of the playoffs, but let's be honest. RJ Barrett's going to want to get some buckets on the big stage, so I like that. And it is a pace-up matchup for him. The Brooklyn Nets do come in at the 12th fastest team in the league in pace. New York Knicks all the way down to 29th, second to last in the league, so a nice pace-up matchup for him. Everything lining up for him to have a nice game here. And the total keeps climbing, I believe, from the 229. So I think this could even go up even more. Nationally televised games do tend to play a little bit quicker. So I do like the over for RJ Barrett tonight. Second on the list, we're going to be sticking in this game. We're going to be going to RJ Barrett's teammate, and we're going to be talking about Mitchell Robinson. And we're going to be taking his over on his rebounds. Over 9.5 rebounds. I think this line is too low. I think we start to see the Knicks really roll out their young guys. I've been talking about this a lot on my content if you've been watching me for quite some time. But at this stage in the season, there are some teams that are no longer in the playoff run. The Mitchell Robinson and New York Knicks are no longer. So I think you see guys like such as a Taj Gibson, who they really wanted to play in the rotation, take a little bit of a backseat, probably play less minutes. They probably run the young guy and Mitchell Robinson out there for more minutes. Jericho Sims probably gets a little bit more minutes off the bench. But I think we see Mitchell Robinson play, more of the minutes that he's been playing as of late, 30-plus minutes a game. Really, the only thing that could limit him in this one would be foul trouble if he, for some reason, to get in foul trouble. But when you're looking at my defensive or my advanced player metrics tool as well, he does pull out a lot of rebounds when he's out there on the floor. And honestly, the fact of the matter is, with there being no Julius Randle, it makes him even easier for him to be able to pull down rebounds. And then lastly, the opponent on the other side, the Brooklyn Nets, have Andre Drummond, who's a center that does like to chill down low around the rim. That's always key. If you have a opposing center such as a Brook Lopez, it's going to be out in the three-point arc. He might not be around the rim as much. That's a little bit scary for the rebounds, but that's not the case when it comes to Andre Drummond. He's going to be sitting right around that rim. Mitchell Robinson's going to have to bang on the glass and compete for rebounds with him. Like the over 9.5 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. And speaking of banging down low, staying around the glass, a fast up-tempo game environment, guess what? I'm going to run it right back on the other side with Mr. Andre Drummond. We just talked about it. Andre Drummond is the #1 rebounder in the league as far as the rebounds he pulls down, the percentage of rebounds he pulls down for his team when he's on the floor. He accounts for 25.51% of his team's total rebounds percentage when he's on the floor, 33.36% of his team's defensive rebounds, and 17% of his team's offensive rebounds. This guy's been an elite rebounder for years. It's no secret. His minutes have been cut down a little bit as of late if you look at the game logs, but once again, the Brooklyn Nets are on a back-to-back here. And Andre Drummond is a lot younger than, let's say, LaMarcus Aldridge. So I do think there's a possibility even LaMarcus Aldridge may get ruled out in this one. And they rule Andre Drummond out there for, more minutes than he's been seeing. He also got in foul trouble last game, 5 fouls. Still would have hit the over, only playing 20 minutes last game with 11 rebounds. And the time before, he only played 18 minutes, and he would hit the over with 13. So just a tremendous rebounder, and I think there's room for upside in his minutes tonight in this game environment with Mitchell Robinson. Like I said, I expect him to probably get a little bit more run. I think Andre Drummond's a nice candidate to stay out there and run with him. Like the over, Andre Drummond, 10.5 rebounds tonight. So that's our first 3. Number 4, we're going to be heading on down to the Washington Wizards-Atlanta Hawks game. This game has a massive total. It comes in with a 234 over-under. It's a 10.5 point spread in favor of the Atlanta Hawks. I do think that can make the Atlanta Hawks rotation be a little bit unpredictable. They've already locked up a playoff spot in this, playoffs this year. But one guy and one team that has not locked up a playoff spot is the Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards get to take on the Atlanta Hawks tonight. The Atlanta Hawks are 16th in the league in pace. When looking at the Wizards, they are 22nd, so it is a pace-up matchup. And there's a guy that I want to be targeting tonight, and that guy is Rui Hachimura, and I'm going to be targeting his over points, rebounds, and assists. Prizepicks has his line set at 20.5 over here. I think that is too low. You can see over his last 5, he's averaging 23.8, has been surpassing this in a major way. And once again, we're talking about a team that's out of the playoff picture, but they're going to want to develop their young guys, get them lots of minutes, and I think Rui Hachimura is a perfect candidate for that. Played 37 minutes last time out. I do not think that's a coincidence. I think they're going to start running their young guys out there more. I think we probably see Kristaps Porzingis play somewhat of limited minutes. Not that Kristaps Porzingis is old, but he's like the future of their team, so they're probably going to cut back the minutes of him a little bit, run some more guys out there like a Corey Kispert or Rui Hachimura, etc. And Rui Hachimura has just been fantastic, contributing in all categories. You can see 21 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Game before, he really didn't do much, but that was against Boston. They're the number 1 defense in the league. Dallas, he had 21 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 17 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. So really contributes in all categories. I think this line's simply too low when you're factoring in the pace in the game environment. I mean, a 234 over-under. They should be sprinting up and down the floor at a very fast pace. Rui Hachimura are going to have plenty of opportunities to make plays. I like the over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Rui Hachimura tonight. And lastly, last guy we're going to be talking about on the video, we're going to be heading on down to the Boston Celtics Chicago Bulls game. This game comes with a 221 over-under. It's a 114 implied team total in favor of the Boston Celtics. I like targeting a Boston Celtics player tonight. Now, Tatum, Brown, Al Horford are all listed as questionable, but it's expected that they do play in the front end of this back-to-back, and then they're probably going to rest on the second half of the back-to-back tomorrow. So that's what we're projecting right here. So I'm anticipating, a full workload. They should be full to go. There's no reason to limit them in this game if they're just going to rest them in the second game. I think that's the plan here. And there's a line that looks very friendly over here on Prizepicks, and it is the over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Jaylen Brown. Once again, a guy that's going to play a lot of minutes. He contributes in all categories. Looking at his game logs, as of late, you can see he's played 29 minutes last time in a blowout, but he typically plays in the mid to upper 30s. 32 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. 32 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. 28 points, 6 assists, 10 rebounds. The guy does it all. He contributes in all categories. He gets lots of minutes. Like I said, I do think he's going to get a full allotment of minutes, being that they're expected to rest these guys on the second half of the back-to-back. And quite frankly, I think Jaylen Brown has quite just as much upside as points, rebounds, and assists is concerned as Jason Tatum. And Jason Tatum's line set at 40.5. Jaylen Brown's is only set at 35.5. I like the discount on Jaylen Brown over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists, guys. So that is my 5 picks for this Prizepicks videos today. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, sign up for Prizepicks if you haven't already. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100. Go ahead and check out the premium content, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. That's the link below in the description. I will be rolling out MLB packages. I have the NBA packages. That'll be running through the playoffs. I also do have the merch store. If you're interested, check that out. And you can join the KJK DFS fan club, get the emojis, the priority in the comments by clicking that join button below. And that's all, man. Thank you guys for all the support. Looking to stay hot, looking to go 5-0 again, as always. Wishing you all the best of luck tonight, and we will see you in the next one.